And welcome to another JMT Driving School video. On this one we're going to look at how to calculate approach speeds to hazards. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at three easy variables, easy to identify variables that will help you plan your approach speeds. The first variable is visibility. The worse it is, the slower you've got to go. Poor visibility is often caused by buildings, but sometimes a low light in winter or maybe bushes and trees in the summer can also cause this. The second variable is how busy the road is or the traffic conditions, or it could even be pedestrians. So the busier the situation, the slower you'll have to go to deal with all the different things going on. And the last one, probably the most difficult to plan ahead for, is how much steering you have to do. Pretty much how much space is left. The faster you go, the more dangerous things are, especially in adverse weather conditions. So in this example, we've got an approach which has got very bad visibility to the right. It's blocked by a row of houses here. So on the approach, which could have normally been about 20 miles an hour, we're going to reduce that speed right down to about 10 and go into second gear. That slower approach speed is going to give you more time to see to the right and make a very easy decision whether to stop or go. So as you can see from the slower approach speed, looking to the right, there is a car on approach. So the student had the option to go or stay. She chose to stop, which was nice and comfortable due to that reduced speed. And here's a good example of how busy a roundabout is. If you look to the right, there's a white car coming out of nowhere. There's almost stationary cars on the other side and a pedestrian in play. So there's no need to go fast towards this roundabout because there's just danger lurking from every side. So in this example, we've got a difficult approach which is uphill, but also the visibility is really poor with the building to the right. With the addition of this bus coming in, then that also acts as a big visibility blocker right then, so your decision to stop or go, well, it's almost made for you. You should be almost thinking of stopping there. Here's a nice example of how a busy roundabout can really cause you to have to slow down. Well, we've got the traffic lights, so they could change, and we've got a lot of traffic already on the roundabout and approaching. So that tells us we'll need to slow down a little bit to see if it's safe. Here's a nice example of how all three of those factors can come together and cause you to slow right down. And at this time, I think the car's traveling about 5 miles per hour in second gear. So we saw that there was a car to the right with the signal on. There was cars on the roundabout, and this is a pretty difficult steer to the right. It's more or less a mini roundabout, so you'll have to do a lot of steering, and if you don't want to come out of place, you'll have to slow right down. Even though a roundabout can look reasonably empty and large with great visibility like in this example, the approach has got quite a hard steer to the left, which is dead common, so it's always a good idea to slow the car down first. You can always add speed safely, but it's very difficult to take it off safely. And in this last example, we can see this mini roundabout approach and only has 2 exits left and right. So we're going to be steering quite hard on this one. So it's time to reduce the speed, probably do a stop or in first gear. It's also quite busy. Oh, and it's in moped, so everyone will be going at 5,000 miles per hour.